Alright, so we're going to do a taste test on this one, the CUMARI do Para Pepper. Alright, so we're going to take a look at this plant right here. Right there with the yellow little peppers on it. And this pepper plant is called CUMARI do Para. It's some kind of foreign language, which I don't know what that actually says. But that's what it is. This plant pretty much dropped all its leaves already. I'll try and bring it in for the winter. Looks like it's still producing peppers up here. I don't know if you can see that. Where are you? Right up in there. See how that whole plant is producing peppers? So it's still got peppers on it. It's got plenty of flowers. But the leaves all fell off. Boom. As soon as it started getting cold, this plant dropped its leaves right away. It did not want to keep its leaves. I'll pick one of these peppers and we'll taste test it. So anyway, can't really show you the leaves because it doesn't have any anymore. It's a broadleaf type of a plant. Okay, so this is definitely broadleaf. You can see that there's no purpling in the stems. At the nodes, you will see some purpling. The stem is a smooth stem. The plant can get quite big. I believe it can get as big as 4 or 5 feet tall. This plant is about 3 feet tall at the longest stem of it. It drops its leaves very early as soon as it gets even the slightest hint of temperatures that drop below 50 degrees more than likely. It immediately was affected by that. This plant went right into hibernation mode, or it wants to anyway. But it still has peppers on it. It still hopefully will keep producing those peppers so they're mature enough for seeds. That way I can grow them next year and we can probably get a better growing plant. Let's pick one of these. Like that one right here. Now, these look a lot like the charapita. And I'm assuming it's probably going to taste a lot like the charapita. So we will try it, but this is not a charapita, or at least I don't think that name is another name for charapita. I don't think it is. But it's got a lot of peppers on it that look different than the charapita itself. So, try to give you a nice camera shot of this thing. Okay, that's what it looks like. And so let's do a taste test on it. Alright, so here we go again. Another taste test with my peppers. Oh. Whew. Alright, so I've been working hard. I'm hot. And in the greenhouse it's kind of warm. So I'm a little flustered by the heat. But this is the CUMARI do Para Pepper. I'm not sure how you actually say that. I'm not sure if that's Spanish or I have no idea. But that's what it is. And we're going to taste test that, but I kind of wanted to give you a really good look at it. I got to look into my lens, guys, because I like to look at the camera, but I can't stay looking at the camera so I know where I am on the film. See, if I'm up here and I'm not looking, I do that all the time. I have to look at the lens. Alright, so let's give it a go. Wow, what an interesting flavor. You get this burst of flavor from it. Very interesting pepper. That pepper, I don't think had one seed in it. It wasn't very soapy in flavor. It had like a very unique flavor. It didn't taste nothing like the charapita. I know I was saying that it might. This thing was fruity, but not habanero fruity. It was its own weird fruity thing. It was kind of sweet too, a little bit. Sweet, but hot. Sweet meaning sweet. You know, sweet tasting. Not sweet meaning no heat. It was sweet tasting, but it's hot. Heat-wise, I'm going to put this around 2,000 on a Scoville level. It's burning the very top of the tongue, not really the tip very much. A little bit of heat on the tip, but it's burning like from the middle of the tongue back, right to the back of my throat area. The whole back of the throat is kind of warmed up good. A little bit of lip burn. I am licking my lips, so I'm salivating. No hiccups. The heat is nice around the tonsils and that area. It's very nice. It's very pleasant. It did go down a little bit hot, meaning after I swallowed it, I could feel it, the heat from it in my stomach and my esophagus. I can feel the heat down there. Not hot where it's going to make you cry. My eyes are starting to get a little bit watery from it. I might want to pick that 2000 up a little. The heat is in there. It's not crazy heat though. I could almost do another one. It's just I don't have that many to do taste tests on it, and I want to try to get one with seeds in it. This one didn't have any seeds in it too. No seeds. But the flavor was really unique. What a robust flavor on it. It was just weird. It was like this really interesting flavor combination came out of it, followed by heat, which is kind of an awkward combination. Normally, you don't get that kind of sweet flavor in a pepper and heat following it. Not as common. It does happen, but it's not really common. A lot of peppers don't do that. They're just raw heat, or they taste like the fruity, but they're not sweet. Like, this was sweet. Very sweet. It was like a sweet pepper with heat in it. A good amount of heat. Very, very flavorful pepper. Very, very flavorful. Very interesting pepper. I don't know how spicy this is. I can't really elaborate on that. But it is warm in the stomach. It's sitting down there, swallowing a little coal almost. Just sitting down there, heating up my stomach. The heat is already coming down. Very nice, smooth heat. It was weird. It was from like the mid part of the tongue, almost kind of creeping up a little to the front of the tongue, but like mid part of the tongue, back from that tonsil area all the way around, all heated up, and that was it. No heat on the roof, just the back of the throat where the tonsils are, top of the tongue, little bit of lip burn on the tongue. I mean, on a little lip burn on the lips. It was nice. That was a nice little pepper, actually. I really like that. I don't want to do another one. It's just, I don't know, I need seeds. It was really nice. The word comes to mind when I ate that thing was, wow, is this robust? Like I said, it had a fruity flavor, but it didn't taste like habanero fruity. It was its own kind of fruity flavor. Really strange. Very different. Very, very different. Didn't have a strong soap flavor at all. There was a little bit of a soap flavor. Very tiny little bit, but not enough for me to even almost mention. It was sweet, very robust, slightly fruity in its own way. Heat was very mild, easy to take. This would be great for salsa. Be great for making hot sauces with it. Like if you're looking for a signature type of hot sauce, this would be like a pepper you'd want to fool around with. This has a nice flavor to it. You could probably dry this one out too and get a good dried pepper. Use it that way. You can add it to soups if you like to add peppers to your soups. Very nice pepper. Definitely like that. I definitely want to grow that again next year. Experiment a little bit with that. I want to try it on different foods. I like to use meats a lot when I experiment with these peppers because the fat from the meat infuses with the pepper. The flavors infuse and you get a real interesting range of flavor. That's what I like to do with these peppers. And I'm on that search for that perfect signature flavor. And the only way to get that perfect signature flavor is to grow the peppers yourself and experiment. One day I'm going to get it right and I'll be able to offer recipes in the future, or I'll make my own hot sauce or something, and I'll offer free taste tests and things like that so you can sample it for yourself. But there's a certain flavor I look for, and I have to keep experimenting with these peppers until I can find that perfect flavor that I'm trying to get. And sooner or later I will do it. It just takes time. It takes energy. You got to process all this stuff, you know. And you got to create the process in order to get that flavor. So you don't just take a pepper, grind it up, and put it in your food. You might have to ferment it. You may have to fry it. You may have to cook it. You may have to dry it. You don't know. The flavors change every time you do something different to these peppers. The flavors change. So to get a good recipe, you're going to have to get the whole process to it too. So it's going to take time to do that. But really good pepper, I definitely would recommend growing this pepper. The CUMARI do Para, I don't know how you say that. If anybody knows how to say that, can you write the pronunciation down in the description so I can properly pronounce that correctly? But I like this a lot. Definitely, if you see these seeds for sale, definitely pick them up. I will try to leave links below. If I can find it on Amazon, I'll leave you some links, or eBay, and I'll put your links below. You can click on that and maybe pick them up there. I don't remember where I got these seeds from, probably Baker Creek or something. But a lot of times these seed companies will offer these seeds for 1 or 2 years, and then they take them out. They don't sell them again. They always rotate their stock, so that's why I like to grab these seeds while I can get them, grow them out, and then try to keep the seed variety going year in and year out. And then I can offer them to you when other years that they're not offering that seed, I can offer to you, be able to pick them up for me. But like I said, I'm opening a website in the future. Maybe next year if I get time to do it. I don't know how to build a website. You'll be able to buy the seeds that I'm showing you the videos on. I may even send you the whole pod. And not, why even take the seeds out of the pod? I'll just send you the whole pod in the mail, in an envelope. And you get to pick the seeds out fresh. And you have to cure them and all that stuff on your own. Unless you want me to cure the seeds. But I'll make it interesting. I'll make my seeds available. I'll give you options. You want the whole pod or you want the seeds dried? We'll give you options. Alright? But that's just a quick update on what I plan on doing next year. But yeah, that's a good pepper. Give that one a go. Beautiful pepper. Very, very robust pepper. So, hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you on the next one. Take care.